Hi beautifuls, welcome back to Yildiz Readings 5D. For those of you that don't know, I'm a psychic medium, twin flame coach. I cover astrology, moon energy and personal development. If you do want to come join us in the members hub, we have private twin flame questions in there. No super chat required. And yes, monthly I come to you live, and during those sessions you're able to ask quick super chat questions. Now for this video, we're going to tune into your psychic energy, connecting into your love interest, any blockages or the unexpected that can come up. So please stay tuned, because this 2 weeks is set to be very, very interesting and pivotal. Love and light, guys. Let's get into the energy. Virgo, we're here to do your energy update for the first week of April, and we are moving into a very energetic portal. Do stay tuned for the moon updates. They're going to talk about the astrology and your energy, and this is more intuitive weekly energies to tune into what can be coming up for you. Now, I feel the way what's coming through with your read is your perspective shifted. This week is going to give you a great deal of insight. It's going to help you see something from a very, very different perspective, which does kind of make sense, because we did have a lot of placements connected to Aries and Chiron last month. And what you're moving into can be, okay, how is this? What do I see it? And, you know, it can be information coming through the grapevine. Now, it appears to be what's on your mind is superstitious energy. Now, the superstitious energy can be people's value systems. It can be the way you see yourself and, you know, where you stand right now. Now, what do I mean by that? I do feel in the past something at an emotional level has triggered you. Now, I do also feel that you might be actually addressing somebody head on. And initially you might have been, okay, you know, is this in relation to a wound? Am I over compensating? Am I exaggerating this circumstance? Or is this something that needs to be addressed right now? And I feel, again, there are things playing over in your mind. So you're thinking of things that people said, how it affected you. And again, this can be a great deal of healing in the next 2 weeks when it does come to our wounds, especially because we are going to be having the new moon in Aries. And I'm seeing that play out in your cards at the moment. I do feel whatever happened in the background where you felt it was hidden from you, it's coming, you know, it's almost like you're looking at inconsistencies of stories, inconsistencies of things changing. This can be you also having tried very hard to get things to turn around, and I feel you've found the reason why. So it's the information is power, and it's what we're directly going to do with it. Number one, you will have more energy moving forward, and you can be a bit more direct and passionate. We still will have Mars in Gemini until the 23rd of April. So it can be, again, the way you're coming through, you're going to be more vivacious, more energetic, looking at trying to bring things to a head. But I'm seeing you really wanting to get back to changing the way things are playing out so that you can get to that happy place. And for many of you, it's a work-life balance. It's trying to get those scales back after the full moon in Libra and having that equilibrium to go, okay, I've got the energy now. We went through that pain body experience. Now really focusing on your hopes, dreams and goals. And I do feel you can be very assertive this week. You're very focused on what you want to achieve. You know, you're coming out of the woods, so to speak. And it's like you've learned something. This can be information coming through. Now, yes, I do still feel a trigger can come up, but you're looking at it differently and you're going to deal with it differently. There may be cross wires between individuals this week, but I do think you're going to be very sharp of mind, and you're going to have to be brave to address the elephant in the room. And I do feel, yes, there could be some ego coming up, but it's more from an experience that you've had previously, and you're fearing that, you know, this is going to go down. You're like, okay, is this still playing out? Do I still need to deal with this circumstance? So whatever this pebble in the road is, you might be telling yourself this false fulfilling prophecy. Here we go again. It's happening again. For those of you who this resonates, whatever this circumstance is that triggers that, I feel it's you directly handling that and stepping in and saying, look, we had all of this going on. Yes, emotionally, potentially there were things that weren't flowing so well. You want to get back to this happy place, but if something's coming up and it's rearing its ugly head, it's not necessarily that it's there to doom the circumstances. It's there to resolve it and to lighten the load. And I feel that can be a conversation piece for many of you, that you're showing your perspective. But I feel you're having to repeat yourself. And this can be to, your work colleagues. It can be to your, whoever you're directly working with in connections, be it its children, be it its mother, father, whoever this is towards. It's like you're having to speak your truth in relation to, hey, look, I actually had to deal with the circumstance alone, but I'm kind of thinking it will be to the detriment of my health if I continue. We need to create that healthy boundary there. It was troublesome, it was bothersome, it doesn't define me, but I feel if it's coming up again and it's really affecting you with your work, with your love, with your life, however that's playing out, I feel faith will return to this circumstance, and it's by actually turning towards those individuals to speak to them. Now I'm going to pull a clarify to see what this is to do with, and we'll get some deeper insight. And this chair's squeaking. Interesting. Okay, what is this? Knight of Coins, please. What's this? You want the peace to be there. Something's deeply troubling you. You may be regressing back to happier times and happier places. And this could be also a circumstance to do with a child. For some of you, you've got scholar hair, but it's also something you've learned in your value systems. And your viewpoints spiritually, the way you've been raised, are coming up. I feel that there's two different vibrations here. There's two different people that are seeing things from a very different perspective. But it's not you coming into, shout and scream and say, hey, this isn't acceptable. It's, look, as you have viewpoints, mine are equally important too. I feel somebody's, trying to push you to do something that you don't feel comfortable with. I'm also seeing, I'm going to pull a clarifier on this. Okay, there's some story that you've been told, and it might have been gossip through the grapevine, and that's been really nagging at you. It's upset you. Something's upset you. You may wish to confront the individual, but I do feel it's a bit like with the eagle medicine and the third eye. It was a person's perspective through the whispers, not necessarily how it directly happened. And they don't understand the value and the depth of their words. So you're basing it on a third party energy of a conversation. And this can be something to do with family and value systems. Again, whatever they feel to do with your partnership and what you're doing in your life. And it really surprised you. It wasn't something that you were expecting. So it's really remained and lingered. And it could potentially be coming up this week. This can be in relation to, what you love and how you feel. But I feel protective energy, but you feel piggy in the middle. I feel you're going to dig through to get the truth of this, but you need to be very careful because, again, I'm seeing stories through the grapevine being spread, this playing out in your mind, and you trying to make sense of something without all the information at hand. I feel if you can intuitively, think on that for a little bit, because you're hoping that this situation will resolve, but it's been going on for a while, and you need to look at a pattern here. There's a pattern going on. Let's pull 3 more cards. Okay. What is this situation to do with, please? Too many. Okay, it's something that's unfinished. And you're tired of this pattern, so you send me, you're thinking, hey, maybe is this about me? Is this the way, people are dealing with me? Why is there this combative energy? Why am I stuck pig in the middle of this circumstance? Why do I feel there's no forward movement? You feel everything's a bit harsh and nasty, and you're actually getting quite tired of it. So as time changes, it is going to be a change for the better. And if this is coming up, it is to clear it. But you may find that it's very simple. Very simple. But you're tired of the pattern. You really do want it to change. Now, we are going to go into the extension and see how your romantic partner's feeling to do with this, because I do think there's a conflict between either a work contract, a direct family situation, and a third party energy who's stirring the pot. So if you do care to join us, please come through. Otherwise, I will see you next week for the energy update. Please look at your sun, moon and rising. At times the energy comes through there. Otherwise, I'll see you every Friday for the live twin flame updates. Love and light, guys. Take care. Thanks for joining us. If you do want the extension read, it is in the link directly below in the box. Also, all the booking information is there. Please subscribe if you do want to have current updates relating to astrology, moon energy, twin flame path. I do have super chats, so if you do feel you can't afford a reading, you can jump through and have a question during the sessions, as well as if you haven't joined my website, please do, because I do put up notifications relating to when I'm coming live, any events coming up and specials. Take care. I will see you later. Have a great week.